Hi, it's Matt here from Pro West Finance. Today I wanted to talk to you a little bit around borrowing capacity, but then also too I'd like to talk to you a little bit about serviceability. When we talk about borrowing capacity looks at your current financial situation. So once you've provided us with all the information that we need, i.e. your income, your assets, your liabilities, and a really important part of borrowing capacity is your living expenses. And these sorts of things really factor into the amount that a lender will be able to give you from a lending perspective. And this can vary quite a lot between the different lenders. So we could go to lender A and they could lend you $500,000. We could go to lender B and they could lend you $750,000. Now that's a really extreme example, but we're still going with exactly the same information. So capacity across lenders is certainly very different. And I guess that's the real important thing about using a mortgage broker, because we can take you across those different lenders and find you the best solution for you. Just because you can borrow $750 doesn't mean you need to borrow it. But at the end of the day, you need to know what are the options available. If we have a look at serviceability is factoring in quite a lot of things, but it's also too important to recognize that when the banks do your servicing, they will add 3% onto the interest rate. Now that there are some banks that will do some different sort of formulas, but that is a regulated process through the government that says if your interest rate's 5, they've got to service your loan at 8%. So I'll add 3% on. So people say, well, kind of that makes it really hard when interest rates are high. But there's a reason for that, because if interest rates continue to rise and they continue to go up, then you will potentially be unable to afford that loan. If we go back a few years, interest rates were lower, we add 3% on, we're probably at that point now where we were servicing loans a while ago. So serviceability is a really big thing. We need to again delve into your expenses and your day-to-day living expenses through your statements and all those kind of things. The banks do have what they call a basic or a minimum servicing calculator, but it's our job really to make sure that your lifestyle can accommodate the new borrowing that you want. So there's a couple of things today: servicing versus borrowing capacity. My name's Matt, 0459 836 916 or prowestfs.com.au.